Hi, my name's Amea and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video all about eyelash extensions, the truth about them, frequently asked questions, addressing everything that I get asked or I see in forums getting asked about eyelash extensions. So the truth is, eyelash extensions can definitely destroy your lashes, but that's only if they're not done properly and they're not looked after properly. They can actually be an amazing asset to you and to save you time getting ready in the morning and to make you feel more confident just day to day. So before I get into the frequently asked questions, because I also got some girls to ask me some questions in one of the groups I'm in and I got some awesome questions, I'm just going to touch on a couple quick things. So number one is finding somewhere good to get your lashes done. Now, with Instagram and Facebook and all kinds of social media, there's no excuse for eyelash extension technicians to not post photos of their work. So if you ask someone, can I please see some photos of some lashes that you've done before? They should definitely have some. They should be able to refer you to an Instagram account. They should have some photos. You want to see some photos. You want to see that the lashes are all sitting in a nice, similar direction. They're not kind of crisscrossing over too much. You want them to look nice and separate. You don't want to see them sticking together in bunches. Another thing that you should ask your technician is, do you have any photos of their lashes after a few weeks? Now, don't be too worried if they don't, because I've only recently started, taking some photos of my clients when they've come back for their refill. So the reason you want to do this is because if your lashes are applied inappropriately and incorrectly, they might look completely fine in the, straight after they're done. They've been brushed into place, they're sitting perfect. But after a couple weeks, if they haven't been applied properly and they're sticking to other lashes, as your lashes grow, they'll kind of start going everywhere. So you want to see, how the lash is looking after a few weeks. Are they going in every which direction, or have they just thinned out? If they've thinned out, have a few little gaps in them, that's totally fine. If there's like one lash pointing in a different direction, that should be fine. But if the majority of them are still sitting in the same nice direction, then that's what you're looking for. Price. The price varies a lot. So, you want to kind of find a normal standard. So here in Australia, I find that the standard can be anywhere between $80 to $150 for a standard full to thickish set of lashes. Just because someone charges $150, it doesn't mean they're better than the person who charges $80. But you want people confident enough in their work to be charging within that standard. If you're seeing people charging under that amount, I would be very wary of them. They could be a beginner, they could be not confident in their work, they could be using inferior products. So they could be a beginner and that could be totally fine, but just, ask them, oh, I've noticed that's pretty cheap. Why is it that price? Are you a beginner or blah, 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 blah. They could just be trying to start up their own business and, get some more clients that way. But definitely, then ask for some photos just to check and make sure that you think they're going to be okay. Next one is looking after your eyelash extensions. There's only so much that we, the technician, can do when doing your eyelash extensions. What I can do is I can clean them, I can stick them on there, and I can make them look really well. When you leave, it's all up to you. So what you want to do is, for the first 24 to 48 hours, do not get them wet. Do not get them steamy. This means if you have to shower, have a really quick lukewarm shower, wash your hair before your appointment, and use some dry shampoo the next day if you need to. If you're working in like a kitchen type thing where you're constantly opening those dishwashers and all the steam comes out, or even if you've got one at home where that is the case, open it, step back, let all the steam come out before you go in, because you don't want the steam getting there straight away. If you do these things the first 24 to 48 hours after your appointment, that will allow the glue time to properly cure and adhere to your eyeballs. So that means that they're not going to just, fall off. The glue is going to be bonded properly to your lashes. That may sound like a bit of work, but really it's not. Just be a bit careful for the first 2 days. After that time, you can get them wet. You can go swimming, you can go in the rain, I don't know, whatever, you wash them in the shower. Definitely wash your lashes. If you don't wash your eyelashes on a regular basis, you can get a buildup at the base of your lashes, which is kind of like dandruff on your head, and that buildup is a mixture of the oils and dead skin cells and makeup and everything, and what that does is it sits at the base of your lash, which means your new lashes can't grow through. So if you're not washing them, you know, your lashes are going to naturally thin out and decrease. So definitely keep your eyes washed. I'm going to go through later in some of the frequently asked questions on, you know, how to do it and everything, but keep them clean. When you're using a face wash, as long as it's not a super oily one, rub it in, massage it into your eyeballs when you're in the shower. I'm going to talk a little bit about the application process, and then we'll do the FAQs. So when applying eyelash extensions, what you want to do is you need to apply them one extension per one natural lash. So that means that they're not going to get stuck together. That means they're not going to be too heavy for the lash and pull them out, all these things. If you notice that your eyelashes have actually, the extension has one of your lashes attached to it, that is fine. That is completely normal. We lose eyelashes every single day. The only reason you don't always notice that you lose them that often is because they're itty bitty, and when they've got a big extension attached to them, you're 10 times more likely to actually notice it coming out. When applying the lashes, it shouldn't be painful. It may sting a little bit. Definitely let them know if that's happening. We can puff some, you know, fresh air into the eye. My eyes always sting a little bit when I'm getting extensions because my eyes don't always close completely properly, so the fumes kind of get in there. So it's normal. If it's really bad, you know, just let them know. We'll take a break. Sometimes I will, you know, remove the pads, let the person, you know, flutter their eyes around, calm them down again, and then we can continue going on. Watery eyes, it doesn't really work. It doesn't, you can't stick it to a wet lash. So I'm going to start with the frequently asked questions. So the first one is, how long do they last for? And this is a question that I'm always asked. So your eyelash extensions will last 1 to 2 months, but that is from start to them completely falling out. So if you want to maintain them and keep them up to date, you'll need to get refills every 2 to 4 weeks to keep them full. Otherwise, you know, they'll all fall out and you'll need to start again with a full set because, you know, you just have like a couple random ones on there. I usually recommend that if you don't want to keep getting them anymore, come get them taken off, because if you've got like 2 or 3 random ones still on there, you're going to be tempted to pull at them and rip them out, which will cause damage to your lashes, and we don't want that. You know, just come in, get them, you know, the remover put on, and they'll just slide straight off, especially if they're done properly. You know, they'll just come straight off without any damage, and then you can go back to putting on mascara. Next question, can you wear mascara? Yes, you definitely can wear mascara. However, most of my clients don't wear mascara because they are totally happy with how the extensions look on their own, and they got extensions so that they don't have to bother with mascara anymore. So if you're going to wear mascara with your eyelash extensions, a lot of technicians will have a mascara that they sell, which is designed specifically for eyelash extensions. So that way you know that that one is going to be fine for your lashes. But if you just want to pick one up, you know, for yourself, just make sure it's not waterproof. You want it to come off really easily with water. That's going to be the best one that's probably not going to affect your lashes too much. And only apply it to the very tips of your lashes, and make sure you remove it really well, because since it is not a natural fiber, the extensions, well, at least the ones I use are acrylic. What you're going to be doing is that mascara can stick to them a lot more, and they build up really easily, and it can be hard to get it all off. So as long as you get it off each time you put it on, then that's all good. Do you have to get infills like nails? Yes, you do. So you know, they're called different things at each places: infills, refills, relashings, all these kind of things. You should definitely get them if you want to keep getting them done. So yeah, as I said earlier, that needs to be done every 2 to 4 weeks. I personally have different prices for 2, 3, 4 week refills, which is good if you know you need to go away somewhere. You can kind of work it out, so you don't have to stretch it too long, or you know, kind of feel like you have to come back sooner and you pay more, like you pay, you know, a different amount and everything. Most salons do this, it's just the best way to do it. And obviously if you come back sooner, you're not going to need as long an appointment as if you leave it longer, you're going to lose more. What is the average price? As I said earlier, it's between $80 to $150-ish for like a standard full to thick set. My eyelash extension prices are $89 for a natural set, which is approximately 60 lashes per eye, which I'm going to put something here as well so you can see you know, the different stages. We've got 80 lashes per eye, which is my normal set, and that is $99, and then a full glamour set, which is every single eyelash applied. Not everyone can have this because some people just don't have enough natural lashes, but this is approximately 120 lashes per eye, and this is just the fullest, thickest set. So you can see the difference here. Have to be wary when getting a full set of lashes somewhere. Some places would just say a full set of lashes, 30 per eye. And I've seen that before. I'm like, 30 per eye, that's nothing. That's not a full set at all. That's, you know, basically nothing. So make sure, you know, try and see approximately how many lashes you'll be getting per eye. If you love mascara / falsies, is it worth it to still get them? So good question. It's totally personal preference. I have a client who comes every now and then, more for special occasions, and they get eyelash extensions. They wear full thick fake lashes pretty much every single day. So they are kind of always like, I want them thicker, 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 thicker. And you can only achieve a certain thickness with eyelash extensions, since you can only apply one per one eyelash. So if you love full thick lashes, creating different shapes, you know, like these lashes that I have on today are more spiky, then you can get thick ones that cut out. If you like changing that every day, then maybe eyelash extensions aren't for you. Although I would still recommend them, you know, if you're going on holiday or something and you're not really going to be wearing much makeup, or, you know, you might not have as much time, or you're wanting to go swimming and still have nice lashes, then definitely I would say in that kind of situation, it's probably worth getting it. But on a day-to-day basis, if you're like an Instagram makeup artist doing like full crazy looks every day, it's probably just worth, you know, sticking on lashes. You're probably a pro at it, and you can stick them on really quick, so you may as well. But for the average everyday person, it's definitely worth it. They look so much better than mascara. So much better. Here I'm going to insert a little clip of a before and after of someone who came in with mascara on, and then how their extensions looked after. Because most of my clients, I tell them to come in with no eye makeup on, but this person came straight from work, so I'm like, oh perfect, I can show an actual before and after of how your lashes would look on an everyday basis. And I think, you know, it speaks for itself. You obviously don't have to go as long or whatever, but you can see they're just so much more polished. What shouldn't happen if you've gotten a good set? What's the difference between a good set and a bad set? Okay, so a bad set is going to feel heavy on your eyes. They can get itchy. They can, after a few days when your lashes start growing, you might feel it pushing, like pinching and pulling. That's bad. That means they're stuck together and they are clumping. If you notice an extension come out and you've got like 2 or 3 of your natural lashes connected to it, or you've got one eyelash that falls out and it's got like 3 extensions to it, that's all warning signs that you should probably be going somewhere else. When I'm redoing eyelash extensions on people who have come from somewhere else, they come in with eyelashes that I can tell are going to be heavy on their lashes. I can feel they're going to be irritating the crap out of them. They don't always necessarily notice that their eyelashes are actually that bad. They don't know until I actually take them off and I put them on again, and they go, open their eyes like, I can't feel them. Then they look at them in the mirror and they go, wow, oh my god, they look so good. They aren't, you know, crisscrossing over, like sticking out here, sticking over there, you know, flinging back into their eye, all those things. They're just sitting nice and perfect and, you know, perky, which is always good. But yes, your eyelashes, your natural eyelashes will fall out. Our natural eyelashes fall out 2 to 5 per day on average. It just depends on your lash cycle and everything. So yeah, don't be alarmed if you notice your lashes, you know, falling out with one extension on them. That's totally fine. Next question is, how often do you need refills? And if you don't get refills, what happens? So I've answered how often you need to get them. If you don't get them, what will happen is your natural, your extensions will just continue to fall out and thin out. So they'll look a bit silly maybe when you've got like 2 on one eye and 5 on the other, and you know, they'll look a bit silly. It's a bit hard to put on mascara on them because it makes the extensions stick up so much more. So that's why I would generally suggest, if you don't get them, if you don't want to keep getting them refilled, to come in and get them removed. How do you remove eyeliner without damaging the lashes? Okay, so as I said, this is where I'm going to go into cleaning them more. So if you've worn makeup, and even if you haven't worn makeup, what you should be doing is cleaning them. So I use a Cetaphil facial cleanser, and when I've got eyelash extensions, I use it as well. And I wash my whole face, around my eyes, and then I get to my eyes, and from above I come in and I massage. So I'm massaging the lash root, not just the eye, but the root of the lashes and the top of the lashes, very, very gently, but getting in there. That should kind of start to take off, you know, a fair bit of the makeup. Next, what you want is preferably a cotton pad, not an actual cotton ball, because this has got quite a lot of lint which can pull. You want to take one of them with your makeup remover. Your eyelash extension technician should have one to either sell to you or recommend a brand to try. So, you know, find that out from them. What I do is I wipe over the top section to remove any makeup, any eyeshadows, concealers around the eyes, get the majority of it off. Then I take the little Q-tip and I take one end wet and keep the other one dry, and I massage it into the root of the lashes to remove the eyeliner, mascara, anything there. You can even kind of, like, if you've got mascara on, like, you know, brush it through. And then sometimes it can be like a little bit wet because, you know, you might have got too much on there, so that's why I keep the dry side. Then you can go in and dry it so it doesn't get in your eye and start to sting. So that will take off all of your eye makeup, and, you know, just make sure you get it all off there. Don't be afraid to massage into the root of your lashes. If you don't clean them, if you don't massage into the roots of them, your lashes are going to, as I said earlier, they're going to get a build up, they're not going to grow. What you want to do after that, and every morning, once or twice a day, get your little mascara spoolie thing. I give one of these to all of my clients after every appointment, and you just brush them out. They might still be wet, so they might stick together, so once they dry, you know, brush them out again. Don't be alarmed if some of them come out. Don't avoid brushing your eyelash extensions because you're worried that they are going to fall out. They have to fall out in order for new lashes to grow. So I have some people, and I can tell they don't brush their lashes because they come in and they look really, really full. And as soon as I brush them, half of them come out. And I'm like, do you brush them? They're like, no, if I brush them, they come out. I'm like, well, they're gonna come out anyway. They're not attached, they're just, you know, sitting in there. So you need to brush them so that they come out. Can you go to the beach and swim? You can definitely go to the beach, you can definitely swim. The only thing is, I find that sometimes they don't last quite as long, and that's not because they're getting wet, it's because, you know, when you go swimming and you just kind of like dry them and like rub at them more. So if you go swimming and then you just gently kind of tap your eyes like that to, you know, dry them, and that's more touching the eyelid and, you know, squishing out any extra water. Stuff like that should be completely fine. I don't personally swim with my head under the water, so for me it's never an issue. If you swim with your head under the water at the beach, you're probably not going to want to wear goggles. You know, so just be careful when you dry them. If you like to go to the swimming pool all the time and just like swim laps, then probably just wear goggles or something. But yeah, you can get them wet, that's fine. Just be careful with how you're drying them. Can you sleep on your belly? Kind of, yeah. So if you're very careful, I sleep on my belly and then turn my head, and I have my pillow just here, so that way your lashes aren't actually touching the pillow. I noticed that if you sleep on one side, they'll fall out more from one side, and if you sleep on your face, that's just, you can't breathe, so why are you sleeping on your face anyway? You can get these. It's like a little eye mask, but you can see here it's like a bra. It's got like little cups in it. You can use them. Some places sell these. I got a couple to try them out and see what I think. I don't know how much difference they make. They're kind of like when you've just got it on, the gap is fine. When you lay down, they still are touching your lashes. So yeah, as soon as you push onto it, your lashes are getting touched. If you do always sleep on your side, on your stomach, maybe try out something like this. You can get them off eBay for really cheap. I think they're called like a 3D eye mask or something. So you could try that. Do they damage your natural lashes? So if you're not separating the lashes properly and they're getting stuck together and clumped, yes, they'll damage your lashes. If you're not cleaning your lashes properly, yes, they could damage your lashes. And if you have really fine, thin lashes and you ask for thick, long, yes, they might actually damage your lashes. So it makes it sound like I'm saying everything's gonna damage your lashes, but a proper eyelash extension technician will tell you, look, your lashes are quite fine and short. Let's just try, you know, this length first to start off with, see how you like it. Because if you're used to having like really short, mini lashes, you know, that difference may be enough, and after a couple of weeks you may get used to it, and you know, you may come back and your technician will look at them and say, you know what, actually they are going completely fine, let's try going a little bit longer, or this and that. And you know, you kind of work out that way to see how they can actually go. Some of my clients, I tell them, look, I don't think you should go any longer, but what we can do is if you have a special occasion on for the 2 refills before that, we can go a bit longer. So you say you're going to your daughter's wedding, you can have your lashes looking, you know, thicker for that and longer or whatever. But then as soon as that's over, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back to the other length to, you know, keep them, you know, so you can keep them all the time. And that's usually completely fine. Most people appreciate that honesty. There are some people who are like, no, I want them thicker, I want them thicker, I want them thicker. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. They might damage your lashes. You know, at the end of the day, it is what the client wants, but most people are gonna be like, I don't wanna damage my lashes. So they're gonna be understanding that, you know. So yes, as long as you listen to your technician and your technician knows what they're talking about, they shouldn't damage your lashes. When it comes to lash serum, I like this one, which is a Rapid Lash, and I sell this to my clients. I use this myself. I find this makes a huge difference. If you continuously get eyelash extensions, like, you know, you don't take a break, you get them like every 3 weeks, forever pretty much, you should definitely be using something like this to keep your natural lashes thicker and healthier. The more thick and healthy your lashes are, the more extensions can actually be applied. If you decide I don't want to get them anymore, pop this on. It will help your lashes, you know, kind of grow a bit more, because after you take your extensions off, you're gonna feel naked because you've had full, thick, awesome lashes, and then you're back to reality and you're like, ugh. Is the glue safe to be near my eyes? The glue that I use is definitely safe. It is a Korean brand, and Korea is actually where eyelash extensions kind of originated from, so they are the pros on it. Korean products are really good for eyelash extensions because, as I said, that's just where they kind of were born. I've had clients come and they've had their eyelash extensions done on holiday overseas, and I can tell that the glue is different. It is not safe. It doesn't have like a standard, so definitely be careful. Don't get tempted to get your extensions done when you're overseas. Even getting them done once badly can damage your lashes for a long time. I have a photo here of someone saying we're done terribly yesterday, blah blah blah. Is it possible to get them professionally removed today and redone? If they're really bad and you need them redone, I haven't found too many problems with it, you know, to take them off and put them straight back on. Definitely get them removed professionally. If you're kind of in a rush, you might not find somewhere that has any availabilities for you that quickly though, that soon. Because, you know, good places, they get booked out faster. So generally on average, you know, that's going to be how it is. You might only be able to get them removed since that's a shorter appointment. Definitely get them removed ASAP if you sense something is wrong though. And then you may have to wait a week or 2 to get them redone again, but it's definitely worth it to get them off straight away. I have naturally very straight and downward pointing lashes. If the extensions are curled, then won't it be very obvious, noticeable that the difference between the actual lashes and the extensions? How is this fixed? What happens is your natural lashes, when they don't have any mascara on them, they're pretty invisible, especially sit next to a big black extension. So I'll see if I have any photos. I actually don't think I have noticed anyone having a super obvious difference. You would think that it would be really noticeable, but I promise it actually isn't. I'll insert some photos here of the eyelash extensions, and you can see that the natural lashes, you know, they bond. Like, this is your natural lash, and then this is the extension, and they bond most and they flick up at the end, and this end bit is very, very blonde and very invisible, so it doesn't really show up too much. Next question is, how do I remove them? Definitely don't try and remove them yourself. Please do not. Please go to a professional and have them remove them for you. You can damage your lashes like crazy trying to take them off yourself. What's Russian volume? I'm getting asked about volume lashes a lot. It's where lighter lashes are applied, so you can apply more lashes to one individual natural lash. However, that means when one of your eyelashes fall out, you're gonna miss like 4 or 5 lashes. So I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Russian volume lashes. I don't particularly like them. I think that if you're doing a good job, you should be able to get an awesome effect with just normal lashes. Now my camera is flashing at me saying the battery is about to die. I have answered all of the questions that I got asked. If you've got any more, please comment them below. I can always do a part 2 or just get back to you, or a blog post or something. So let me know below any other questions you have. Let me know if you found this video helpful. If you're in Melbourne and want to get eyelash extensions done, come see me. Check out my website below. Send me an email, send me a message, whatever. I will fit you in and I will give you gorgeous lashes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.